Hi, I'm Tomas O'Leary and welcome to my home. This is the first passive house in Ireland, and as it turns out, it was the first certified passive house in the English-speaking world. When you're building a high-performance building, the first principle is insulation, and we've got to have much more insulation than we would have had maybe 10 or 20 years ago, as you can imagine. I remember when we were specifying the thickness of insulation here, we needed 300 millimeters or 12 inches in old money of insulation. So at the time 50 millimeters was enough, but we have something like 300 millimeters there, and it's external wall insulation, EWI, maybe one of the first projects in the country. You have to imagine, for a high performance building, we need triple glazed windows. So this is a triple glazed window, or it's actually a door. In this case here, it's quite an ecological window. The insulation that's inside in the frame is made from Portuguese cork. You know, the stuff you normally pull out of a wine bottle. So in this case here, the insulation is made from a plant-based material. And there's also sheep's wool insulation in the frame. So the frames are quite interesting. But what I want to show you here is, you can see that the window frame is wrapped in insulation. So not only is the window frame good in terms of being insulated with that Portuguese cork, but we're wrapping the entire window itself in insulation as well. So all the little details are important to ensure that basically your building hits that metric and you don't have a performance gap. So this is our car charger. That's my wife's little electric car here, and we're very lucky to have built this passive house. It gives me great satisfaction to see that most of the renewable energy being generated on the roof is now going into the car. So it's kind of like a solar powered car, if you will. And the thing is, if you build a very energy efficient home, you don't need to use that renewable electricity for other stuff in the house. You can actually put most of that renewable energy in your car, okay? So that's something very interesting to think about. So if we look at the window here, this is a big window. It's 5 meters wide and 2.5 meters high. And if you look at the bottom of the glass, you can see the sun isn't getting in to the bottom of the glass because we have created a shadow, and we created a shadow with the overhang upstairs. And this is such a simple concept, and it basically means that the house won't overheat in the summer. And it's a pity, like in Ireland, we don't have a culture of putting shading in our buildings. I don't really understand that. If you live in Southern Europe, or if you live in South America or somewhere like that, everybody has shading on buildings because it makes sense. So we've got to start thinking about the summer condition and about creating comfort, not just in winter, but in summer. So if you'd like to learn more about how to build to a high performance standard, we're going to feature Passive House, ZEB, all the other standards, LEED, BREEAM, they're all going to be mentioned and featured in the ZEB Summit in the RDS on the 23rd of September.